Hi, it's Danny from Danny's Sports Bar here in Bateo, looking ahead at the week in the world of sports. It's Christmas week. In a lot of countries, that means there is not much of a world of sports this week. No games until January in the German Bundesliga, Spanish La Liga, French Liga, Dutch Eredivisie. No games until January for them. But there's plenty of games in other leagues, including in the United States, where, of course, Christmas Day is still a day for sports. Most of Europe, no sports, even in the UK, where Boxing Day is a big day for sports. In Australia, not Christmas Day. But in America, it is. And Christmas night, starting at midnight, we'll have the NBA, live NBA, the Cavaliers and the Knicks from Madison Square Garden, followed by the San Antonio Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder. NBA has claimed Christmas Day as its own for several years now, but the NFL saw a good thing coming too. And now there's NFL games on Christmas every year. First game this year, 1 a.m., is the Commanders against the Cowboys. Now, both teams have been eliminated from the playoff hunt. They're still big rivals, but probably not the biggest game, certainly not the biggest game of the weekend. In fact, in the NFL on Sunday, we'll have some bigger games for sure. The Seattle Seahawks, leading the NFC West, will be playing the Carolina Panthers, who right now lead the NFC South. Also, on that night, the Jaguars play the Colts, a big game in the AFC South division. So as far as European football goes, it's England, it's Scotland, and Wales. And in England, normally Boxing Day is the big day for football, has been for years. Because of the way it fell this year in the calendar, because of television rights, in the Premier League, there's only one game this year on Boxing Day, Manchester United against Newcastle, and that game is at 3 a.m. our time. There are plenty of games on Boxing Day from the other leagues in England, from the EFL Championship, from League One and League Two, and also in Scotland. So there will be football. There will be football on Boxing Day, and of course, there's also cricket on Boxing Day in Australia. The fourth test of the Ashes, the big Boxing Day test at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. Now, this year, the Ashes have already been decided with Australia winning the first three tests, but the Boxing Day test tends to be a big deal in itself. It starts early in the morning our time, so we'll only be showing the final session of play each day, starting when we open each day at noon. That will be Friday, Boxing Day, that starts off. Also, Boxing Day starts, for people in Canada, this is a big deal, the World Junior Ice Hockey Championships. Unfortunately for us, this year it's in Minnesota. That means Central Time in the U.S., and that means the games aren't going to be good times for us at all. On Friday night, we will have Sweden against Slovakia at 1 a.m., but as the tournament goes on, we just won't have as many games as we would have the years the tournament is played in Europe, which often it is, but not this year. So that will be going on this weekend. The Premier League, Saturday, it's a regular Saturday in the Premier League. We got a game at 7:30, Nottingham Forest against Manchester City. Interesting game. Forest kind of slipping down towards the relegation zone. Manchester City pushing up at the top, putting pressure on Arsenal. Arsenal and Liverpool, they would both be playing at 10 p.m. on Saturday, not playing each other, but they'll both be in that 10 p.m. time slot. And then at 12:30, probably the game of the weekend, Chelsea playing Aston Villa. Right now, Chelsea fourth in the league, Aston Villa third. And both those teams, obviously, with plenty on the line, even at this early stage of the season. Well, we can't really call it early season, middle stage of the season. In the past, we always thought of as this time a really crucial time for English football clubs, because they would play Boxing Day, they would play Saturday after Boxing Day, they would play New Year's Day, and they would play Saturday. It's not the same anymore. A lot of the teams are only playing twice in the final 16, 17 days of December. It's not a busy schedule for them at all. But there are important games, and we'll have more games next week when we get into New Year's. And then the following week, of course, we'll go into this third round of the FA Cup. But for this week, it is Premier League, it's NFL, it's the NBA, it's the World Darts Championship continues, the World Juniors, plenty of sports. Not everywhere in the world, but plenty of sports to see you here at Danny's. Merry Christmas to everyone from all of us here, and come see us.